Good afternoon and welcome to the Sprague Land Preserve. The plan for today is to start and take the yellow trail all the way up to the Overlook and then down to the utility corridor. Then we'll probably go up to the dam and take the White River Ridge Trail, then the Red Ferry Trail, and then catch all the waterfalls along the Blue Trail all the way back. Now you may have noticed a couple of things from that map. It was created in 2015. Thanks, Chris. And we're starting off in what's known as the Watson parcel of the Sprague Land Preserve. It was formerly known as the Mukluks Preserve for the original property. And what's interesting is that it's missing the third property that's been added, and that was in 2016, which is the Robertson, which is further up to the north here. And we're coming to the first obstacle. We got to get across this. Well, I guess there are really two obstacles here. The yellow trail gains a good amount of elevation pretty quickly, so be prepared for a steep hike. But since the trees have just barely started to leaf out, we get a glimpse at what the Overlook will look like. Now, if you ignore the tree stands and some confusingly placed signs, after about 1.8 miles, you will reach the Overlook. Here you get some nice aerial shots of the over 600 preserved acres in Sprague here. You've got the Shetucket River Valley and the dam way off in the distance there. And the ridges that comprise parts of the Watson and Robinson properties, as well as the lowlands in the Mukluk. And now we get the steep descent down. After all that climbing and the nice overlook, we've got a couple of steep switchbacks in order to get down to the Orange Trail. Now we've hit the utility corridor, and we could go that way to the Blue Blaze Waterfall Trail, which I would recommend, but we're going to go this way to the White Blaze River Ridge Trail. We soon reach our first shot of the Shetucket. Then it's on to the River Ridge Trail. Since we got those aerial shots of the dam on the Shetucket, I figured I'd save myself the extra mile or so of hiking and invest it somewhere else here. This trail was blazed in 2007 by Eagle Scout Philip Salva. Thanks, Philip. the trail ascends up to these high bluffs above the Shetucket before cutting back inland to the so-called ferry trail. Now, this one's a little bit of a surprise. I only found it on a recent hike. But it's sort of dotted with all these interesting little features. I jumped back on the white trail and followed it until we reached the Mukluks Clubhouse, or what's the former clubhouse of the Mukluk Ski Club, which has all the signs for each of the properties, and there's also a second parking lot from the section where I started. They spent a good amount of money cleaning up all the heavy metals that accumulated from all the skeet shooting over the years. Now we're gonna follow the power lines back to the blue trail and catch those waterfalls. We're getting close. Leaving the waterfall behind us, heading back. Sprague 2005. And rabies. There we go. Heading back on, I'm not sure if this is the blue trail actually, but it'll certainly lead us to where we want to go. Perfect. So we were on the blue trail over there, and we could take the green trail and make it roughly to the same spot, but I think we'll invest that extra mile that we shaved not doing the dam and do the hilly blue trail to get to that third waterfall. The blue trail skirts this upper meadow, and I don't think you can quite see it, but there's a bird blind there and that old tree stand right there. Remains of the Mukluk Ski Club, I'm guessing. We're not too far from the waterfall now. I think that's most of the highlights of the Sprague Land Preserve. There are at least 11 miles of trails here, so there's still plenty left to explore. For me, it's just a quick climb down and a little bit back to the car, and I'll see you next time.